from the late 80s when you think codpiece?
Bon Jovi.
No.
There is
you guys are
somebody.
way off.
Who is it? There's
Cameo.
Cameo.
Remember that?
Yeah, boy.
Remember
they
like
had
a
serious
one-hit
codpiece.
codpiece wonder.
What's that song?
I remember.
Yeah, it was
Word Up. Is it Word Up?
Word Up, yeah. Where they go, no romance, no romance, no romance on me.
For the
China
a lot of
Girl.
albums with spiders on them.
Kind of like China Girl.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
China
Stop
Girl.
talking!
That's where he went techno. I'm
What's the matter, Joe?
Pre-techno.
Everyone's talking at one time.
Bowie.
Don't you respect one another?
Hey, we have a right.
Respect the codpiece.
We have free speech. We have free
I
speech.
want to limit your free speech.
We have free.
you
Can't we speak like in order?
Since I've
Well, we
mentioned
need a
you
topic
limiting
first.
my-
Through my sophomore year,
I know it is.
sophomore high school, sophomore in college, there's a lot of,
You were just like pure geology at that
pretty
point.
much, yeah. All I really cared about was rocks and
rock.
the ocean also grabbed me for a while. Yeah. I explored fish.
What about the ladies?
Yeah, well, the fish got me into that kind of aspect. Mermaid.
The ladies.
I met a mermaid one time that kind of got me going off that way. Another chick who thought she was a dolphin. So both of those kind of got me going that way.
Surreal.
So Tom would take her from behind and go, they call her Flipper.
You should point out that we're going to say shit like this off camera too.
That's only for the camera. That was only for the camera.
You were,
Tim goes, I hear you talk about my mom, Flipper. Just kidding. His mom's name is not Flipper.
how do you know?
Hey, I want to give out a quick fuck you to whoever it is that produced this song, who actually paid for it to be put out.
What is this?
Who the fuck knows? But it's a goddamn nightmare.
Why a quick fuck you? Wouldn't like a long
It's just like, I'm a kind of country song. I'm a sort of a blend of country and some Chevy commercial.
You're right, it does sound like a Chevy commercial.
Who is it?
Who knows? It sounds like every goddamn contemporary band, country band. All contemporary country bands suck.
Remind our viewers that
Give me
send us
Merle
email.
Haggard. Give me Merle Haggard back.
Weigh in on my beer.
Where is Merle Haggard?
He's dead.
Where's Merle Haggard? Where's Johnny Cash?
Prison.
No, he's alive.
Cash is Maryland.
Where's Garth Brooks?
They're still putting that out.
Pair 501, baby.
I'd like to see Garth Brooks get into a pair of 501s. No?
That's
His
interesting.
days are over.
Really?
And
what would you do then?
Well, I just don't think he can do it.
Hey, let's just say it's good to be back with Educated Bowlers. It's been a few weeks since we've all been together.
Yeah.
We've all come with new resolutions or revelations of life. One of the two.
First resolution.
My resolution is
more like President Bush.
I'm going to bowl better. My bowling sucks. Yes, I will say it. God help me. My bowling sucks. And
But you do got a cool new shirt.
cool new shirt. Put a cap in your ass with this shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
You had to choose between that shirt and another shirt which said, I fucked Mick Jagger. I took that one.
On top.
Because I thought your wife would start wearing the other one.
So what other resolutions?
I want to fuck Mick Jagger.
He's kind of old now.
He can't.
Big fucking 60-year-old men.
He can't run very fast then. They're going, oh, Mick, it's coming. He didn't want it. He's going, no, help me. No, you got him. You got him. You got him. He's 60 years old. You
It's
got
like
him.
Give you some
the
nice
perfect male rape scenario. What?
Does Lupe want to sleep with Keith Richards as well? Or?
Keith Richards. What about Keith
What about
Richards?
Keith?
He's the living dead. No.
Yeah.
Keith Richards? No.
Necrophilia, yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing he's alive. He could be an educated bowler. Actually, he could have been one of us.
Honorary.
He's an honorary. Keith Richards.
The
We
path
have a
not
wall
taken.
somewhere. Honorary educated bowler. It'll be like John Wilkes Booth. Keith Richards.
Until he assassinated Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
then we kicked him out.
Then he went too far.
Yeah, that's a little too far, damn it.
We had him in the days when he was just hanging around the boarding house. Those other retarded people. At that point, we're like, okay, he's a great actor, and he hangs out with retarded guys.
What's not to like?
Who would have thought he'd like go and shake up the whole universe?
Who else would we put on the Educated Bowlers Wall of Fame? My
Huey
first
Lewis?
suggestion would be My first suggestion would be Robert McNamara,
Who's Robert McNamara?
the Secretary of Defense under Kennedy and Johnson. Admitted that he was wrong about the Vietnam War. 30 years too later, or 30 years too late.
Yeah, even though
But
some
the
of
point
those.
is that he admitted he was wrong.
Well, no, you have retired military. You had retired.
He's a freaking old man, so now he's like making the freaking cross shit going
We've
there.
had a lot of retired military people write books about McNamara, how fucked up. They'd get calls going, "What? We just took that hill. Give it away back to the Russians? Oh, okay." McNamara was.
There are Russians here? What the fuck?
Yeah, McNamara's. Who else?
I'm trying to think.
Joan Jett?
Told me anything.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You could bowl.
With balls.
Less than 16-pound balls. Who would you bowl with?
So you're saying
Tim wants a bowl at McNamara.
I hear he's a very good bowler. Richard Nixon was a very good bowler, but he's not really made for our Wall of
What's
Fame.
the White House got? Like maybe 5 lanes, 3 lanes? No, the White House has got
think they have just one.
one. Maybe I don't
Who our Wall of Fame? George Stephanopoulos.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
know.
I don't like
drink. He's our
You
drink.
think I like Bob McNamara?
Sounded like you did.
what about George Will?
No. George.
Sissy boy George Will.
Brent Hume.
What about
Brent Hume.
what about Stossel?
John
John Stossel.
Here is the man.
Fossil, but not Hugh. Hugh.
I'll tell you, I have a qualification. I would have John Stossel on our Wall of Fame with one condition, that we could beat him to a pulp before we photograph him. If we could just beat him to the brink of death and then film him or take a picture of him, and then put it up. He could be one of us.
Should we make that a qualification for everyone on our Wall of Fame?
You gotta get jumped in, baby.
Wait, we need a disclaimer.
We'll throw bowling balls at you.
The opinions expressed on Educated Bowlers does not represent all of the Educated Bowlers.
Something on this.
In no way do we endorse violence against other human beings. You heard that, Bison?
I did.
Way to go, dude.
Thank you.
And John Stossel is a beautiful human being. For the record.
All right. Now I want to be on the record as being in favor of beating Lupe to a bloody pulp.
I want to say too, for the record. Is this the record? That's the record. It seems that one of the things I notice is that everybody's always talking about people getting beaten up and stuff and all, and we've never been beaten up. As far as I know. No. I'm saying in Marshall. It's safe in Marshall. In Marshall, you can come out and have a show which is totally like offensive to everyone. You can have
Even free
you
mothers.
can teach the youth the facts about reality, which are disturbing and considered to be like a terrible. That's the worst thing you could really do, is start to teach people about what's real, and yet still we're like walking around the town safe. You know, no snipers, no nothing here. We have the run of the town.
We had.
Thanks for freaking telling them. Now I'm going to be looking over my shoulder.
There's a lot of high places in Marshall where the sniper can hide.
A lot of guys with guns out the next month and a half or so. You know?
Damn, Joe, we were.
That's right. Snipers shoot somebody and they're like, well, he's either on 19. Pretty easy to track down a sniper here.
The 3 white bands.
Police barely let it get past them. Instead, they opted to pull over a truckload of Mexicans.
Oh yeah, always the Mexicans.
Well, those 2 guys that they busted, they just deported. I mean, they're like, well, the good news and the bad news. What do you want first? Well, how about the good news? Well, the good news is you're not a sniper. We've exonerated. You guys are free. And they're like, yeah. The bad news is we're deporting your motherfucking asses.
Were they a couple of
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yeah, nicest napkins I've ever seen.
What was that? They were supposedly
They were
involved?
dark
Some kind of
skinned. I mean,
scam or something?
can you believe that?
Poor guys are just
It's kind of like the same story in Georgia when a woman over here accused dark people joking. If they were white people doing the same joke, they
Right.
never would have been arrested.
What's this?
And it's exactly what they saw.
What's that? No, I
A
didn't.
couple of brown
American
people in a
Legion
van,
napkin.
All right.
white van,
The
by
best
the way.
napkin we've ever
They probably
seen.
driving.
Pretty
going,
ornate.
oh
That's
shit, man, we
amazing.
fucked.
High degree of resolution there.
Put it on the wall of fame.
Luckily, they would have anything about that.
These 2 Mexicans are in a white van. They're driving down the road and they're listening to the news about the sniper, and they go, "Oh, they supposedly left the Virginia area or DC area in a white van and are headed west." And they're driving, going,
Too dark.
"Oh man, we fucked."
Like, what does white mean? Well, I can
Hispanics. I'm married to his.
Chicanos.
I'm.
married to her?
No, actually, I came.
I thought she was Eskimo.
I did. I mean,
Inuit,
it's-
Joe.
Oh, Inuit.
Only from Canada though, because in Alaska then there's Yupik too.
That's
so.
my favorite line.
It
By,
gets confusing.
oh, wait,
Is Nanook an Eskimo name? Or
Nanook is
Inuit
polar
name?
bear for Inuit.
Tim's asking a
Inuit,
very
it's
intellectual sort of question. All right, I want to know everybody.
Everybody's got something to say.
We are going to
here.
go around. And what is the worst sort of cliched phrase or racist phrase or that you've heard recently that just blows you away? Mine is when at that forum when people stood up and their claim to liberalism was, "I'm sleeping with a woman of color." Sleeping
Did
with a
they say it that way?
Well, they say it's, you know, that's how they start out. They go, and it's a cliche of a white person. I have a black friend, so it's okay. It's that whole sort of thing of
Who said that?
I can't mention any names, but I mean that
A
was
member of the political science department.
it's just me, my experience, my whole life when I've been in academics. Any sort of excuse that the white culture makes for racism or lack of liberalism, somebody stands up and the first thing that's out of their mouth is either I'm screwing a minority or I'm married to a minority, and that's their evidence to show that they're liberal. It's like, number one, you said the wrong term for your wife. But I mean, to me, it's just such a cliche because I've heard it all my life. And my friends even tell me in grad school, people I really respected, and and they would say to me real stupid shit like, "Well, you're gonna get a job before I am," and I'm like, "Why?" "Well, I'm a white male, you're Chicano, and you'll get a job before me. And I'm like, oh, well, it's
So
not
why
gonna
are you Chicano?
because that's, you know, how
You're
it is.
Polish.